Come on, Father. He means to heal us all. He means for us to be restored for such a time as this. We cannot afford to meet these prophetic times with our power leaking. They just crowned a new pope yesterday, y'all. That's prophetic. That is prophetic. We are in the thick of it. All the entire Bible, all the ancestors that lived before us, everything that's happened prior to now prophesied about this moment that we're living in. And we can't afford to meet this moment. Leaking. And leaking looks like a little unforgiveness here, a little rage there that's kind of underneath, a little sadness that's lingering, loneliness in your heart where you just, all the emotional clutter that we've not learned how to heal. We've not learned how to process through. And the Father took me through so much in my life, y'all. I've been through trauma. I'll share more. I mean, oof, child. And now I know it was the enemy knowing that this moment would come. He took my voice. And those of you who know me that are watching, you haven't heard me speak like this. You haven't. Because my voice was gone for decades. My strength, my power, my body, I was under major assault. And everybody around me was under major assault. And now it's time. We don't have time to be on half power. We don't have time to be just all the stuff that's keeping us stuck, that's keeping our minds bound. We don't have time for that. We need to have full power. We need to know the words to say. We need to be able to come at the enemy like we're using a machine. That needs to be how we show up. And we can. And that's another thing. I said to the Father, I've been talking to a lot of people about deliverance, right? Because they've been dealing with stuff and people and just manifestations of things that are Yah-like. And I said, well, you know what? If we don't know your name, I wonder if we don't know their names either. And he had me study it out. And I found out that many of the names of the demonic class, we don't know their names either. So when you calling them out, they laughing at you. You don't even know who I am. Even the ringleader himself, Satan's name is Shaitan. They changed it all, family. They made it where we couldn't do nothing but suffer through and then love it and trust and have faith until we die. That was the plan. When we have the all-powerful, almighty, all-knowing, all-loving Yahuwah living on the inside of us, made in his image, like him, with the ability to speak. He gave us the power to speak. We are speaking spirits just like him. But we don't even have the words to say because they took our words from us. I'm going to share this lovely gift I had. So about, I guess, maybe a week or two ago, the Father told me that we've been leaking our power. Like he said, I've given you power. I've given you power. He said, behold, I've given you power. And you got power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the things of the enemy. And nothing shall by any means hurt us. But when you look at the body of believers, we aren't treading on nothing. I won't say that. Let me change that. We're treading on stuff, but we're not using the correct words. We're not calling on the correct Father. We are blessed and highly favored, but still broke and still sick and still angry and still unforgiving and still bitter and still all the stuff, right? And so he said we're not walking in power, and he needs us to understand that we're leaking. Our power is literally leaking, and there's a way to know how it's leaking and what to do to plug up your leaks. So family. I'm excited to finally release something that's been burning in my spirit. It's called the Sacred Power Audit, and it is now live. It's a free, guided spiritual experience that walks you through the 7 key areas of your life where your power might be leaking. That includes your time, your voice, your focus, your thoughts, your energy, your body, and your spirit. And it's not just a teaching, it is literally a visitation. Okay? It's truth, it's breath, and it's breakthrough. And for those of you who are ready to go even deeper, next week, I'm going to be hosting a live prophetic activation called the Full Power Experience. And it's going to be a 2-part Zoom where we're going to be able to see each other face to face, family. How cool is that? It's an immersion. And I'm going to be imparting, speaking, and activating what Yahuwah is revealing to us all. So if you're more of a quiet person and you kind of want to process this quietly, I've also got a 7-part audio experience and a Power Up workbook that you can participate in and use in your own sacred space. So there's something for everyone. But if you're ready to sit in the fire with me live, the Full Power Experience is where you want to be. We're all going to start next Wednesday, the 14th of May. So don't wait. Get the free audit. You can go to mypoweraudit.com. Get your free audit. Take about an hour. It's going to take you a moment to allow yourself to receive this gift. Set aside the time. Like I said, it's a visitation. And be prepared. Make sure you print out the worksheets so that you'll have them to be able to use at the end of it. And then bring them with you Wednesday. For those of you who decide to go with me, bring them with you Wednesday. And it's going to be a cool resource that's going to support us in going even deeper. So this is what I'm calling your realignment. It's your moment to reclaim your power in Yahuwah's name. And I'm so honored to be your guide through this. So go to mypoweraudit.com. I'm going to set it up where you can put power in the comments in some of my videos, and then it's going to automatically send you the link, and then you can go over there. And I can't wait to get you guys' thoughts and feedback on it. Once you experience it, I want to hear about it. He said that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony, right? And I want to hear your testimony. I want to hear if he's revealed something to you that you're released to share. I want to hear about it. We get to go higher together. And if you decide you want to get the audio experience or the workbook, everything's going to be delivered to all of us at the same time so that we go together. I don't want it to be it's important that we align as a community and that we rise into this thing powerfully together. Okay. So any thoughts? Any thoughts? I'm so excited. What time Wednesday? It's going to be Wednesday at 6 p.m. from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you're not able to join us live, you will have access to the replays. Absolutely. It's going to be an experience, and I'm super excited to invite you all in. But more importantly, just the audit alone is going to be so powerful. I've been listening to it, y'all, for the past 3 or 4 nights at night as I'm going to sleep. Come on, Father. He means to heal us all. He means for us to be restored for such a time as this. We cannot afford to meet these prophetic times with our power leaking. They just crowned a new pope yesterday, y'all. We get to rise back into our power, family. So start with your power audit, mypoweraudit.com. Don't put a www, just mypoweraudit.com, and download your power audit. I gave it to you in 3 different formats. You have the video where you can read it as you're watching. You have the audio where you can just go into a quiet space and allow it to just wash over you and allow what comes up to come up. And then I also have the workbook where you can download those sheets and check them off after the experience is complete. And there's even space for you to listen to the Father and let him tell you what he needs you to know, and put it right there. Whatever comes up in your mind, put it on the paper. Don't question it. Don't wonder who it's from. Don't do all of that. That's what religion taught us to do. We are his sheep. We hear his voice. Write what he says. Write what he says. And the last bit of information I want to give you about that in particular is trust your tears. Especially you fellas out there. Trust your tears. Y'all were taught to hold on to your tears. And the Father created our bodies with the ability to leak the stuff that doesn't belong. When we deal with trauma and drama and sadness and unfulfillment and frustration and despair and all the stuff, it creates kind of like a plaque in our brain. And that plaque starts to create brain fog and memory loss and just, it creates stuff that doesn't need to be there. And the Father gave us the ability to cry. And when we cry, it pulls all that out and it releases it from the body. And so when you feel like you are called to cry, that's because your body's trying to heal. He's trying to help you release some stuff and get rid of some stuff. But if we're taught, suck it up, don't cry, be a man or be a woman, don't cry, hold it in. I don't want to see you cry, don't cry. We do all that stuff. Don't do that. That's your body and your spirit trying to release something from you, from your being that's holding you hostage. You get to release. So trust your tears. If it comes up, let it out. Tears are coming up to be healed. Something is coming up to be healed. All right. So I would highly suggest you have a box of tissues nearby, because this is going to be an experience that, like I said, it's a visitation. And I'm so honored to be the one to offer it to you. Absolutely free. All right. So how we doing?